Hey, 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 you guys, and welcome to, what are we on? Monday. Welcome to Mindset and Manifestation Monday. So, if you are on the live with me, say hi and let me know that you're here. And if you're on the replay, hashtag replay. Today we're talking about tapping into some financial freedom right now, and how can you begin to feel the sense of freedom or the sense of abundance that comes from, well, some of us, we think comes from money, but what if we can feel it now? And what if we can make a little shift, taking our focus off what that has to look like and start feeling the freedom right now. Hello, Jagdish. Welcome to the live. Thanks for saying hi. So for those of, we'll get into that in a minute. For those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Nikki Gangemi, and I help online coaches shift their identity to thriving entrepreneur and to build an online presence so they can make more money and impact doing what they love. And we're talking about financial freedom. So what does that look like for you? This is one little shift that you can make to help take the focus off the money so much. Because I find that what happens is when our focus is too much on money, that brings up some negative feelings, especially if you are far away from the goal that you have. So what is it that you think money will bring you? Do you think money is going to bring you abundance? Is it going to bring you freedom? Is it going to bring you love? Why is it that you want to create more money? What is that going to give you? And how can you start feeling some of that right now? Good afternoon, Victory. Thanks for being on the live. We're talking about why we want money. What is it that we think we're going to get from money, and how can we tap into that right now? So what does it look like? If, let's just say, you had the financial freedom that you wanted, what does that look like? Does that look like you working from home? Does that look like you setting your own hours? That maybe if you are better in the afternoons, you can start working from 12 noon until, let's say, 4 p.m. and call it a day. You know, is it you working 4-hour days? What does that look like? Does it look like you signing 2 new clients? Or does it look like going on 2 or more vacations a year? Or maybe it's going on vacation once a month. I mean, it's something different for everybody. I have a cousin who, he's an event planner and caterer out in California, and there's many months where he is somewhere on a vacation every single month. And it might sound like a lot to some people, but that's his norm. Victor, you're saying I'll be able to free others from spiritual clutter and cognitive dissonance. And that's what freedom looks like to you. So that's the thing, you guys. Freedom looks like something different for everybody. So getting clear on what does that freedom look like to you, and how can you find one way to feel that freedom today? How can you feel it right now? And it doesn't have to do anything with money. So before I hopped on the live, and this is why I'm a couple minutes late, I had to go drop my car off to get an oil change. And I luckily live pretty close to the car dealership. So I dropped my car off. It's a beautiful day here in New Jersey. The sun is out. It's like 68 degrees. The sky is blue. And I walked back home. So as I was walking back home, I said, I'm going to use these 5 minutes to just feel totally free right now. And instead of thinking about what I had to do, I just felt the sun on my face. And I felt the nice, cool, refreshing breeze against my skin. And I just kept my attention on my immediate surroundings. You know, I looked at the flowers and I looked at the trees and the grass, and it was just taking in all that beauty that was right around me on my walk home. And I was able to feel total freedom right then and there, right in the moment. Victory saying, I feel it, I have done it, I need to move into free as I have shared. Yeah, and that's the thing. We get to be free right now. So this is why I'm suggesting to take the focus off of money, because sometimes when we put our focus on money, it conjures up some negative feelings, right? Or some worry or doubt or frustration. So if it's the freedom that we want, if it's the abundance that we want, how can we feel that right now? And it could be as simple as going outside and just taking a little walk, right? Thanks for the heart, Victory. Taking a little walk. And the more that we can feel that, what we want right now, the better off we are, the more opportunities and experiences we're going to attract that's going to allow us to feel more free. So rather than waiting until you meet the goal that you have, but then you keep feeling that you're not there yet, right? I want this, I want to get 2 new clients, or I want to make $5,000, I'm using these as examples, but I'm not there yet. It's like you keep focusing on but I'm not there yet. And then you start to feel the frustration or the sadness or whatever feelings start to come up. So instead of feeling the absence, it's like, how can I feel what I want right now? And I'm going to say that we could find a way every day to feel these things that we want. And sometimes it's just going to the moment. Sometimes it's just looking at what it is that you have, focusing on all the ways that you are free, all the abundance that you have in your life. Even if you open up your refrigerator and you've got an abundance of food in your refrigerator, or the fact that you get to turn on the faucet and there's an abundance of water. Some people, they don't have that luxury of having running water, but we have to. There are areas in our life where we can find abundance already. And then just allowing yourself to keep your focus there for a little bit and to appreciate it, rather than, like Abraham Hicks says, it's a constantly beating the drum of where you're falling short and where you're experiencing lack or a scarcity. And we don't want to keep our focus on that for too long. And also just kind of looking for where abundance is already coming in, even if it doesn't look exactly like you want it to in your head. For example, I recently put out I have a tapping for your next 10K training video, and I put that out in the group, and somebody had commented that she manifested an invitation to a group coaching mastermind that normally costs $7,000, but she got invited for free. And that's huge. So did she get $7,000 in her bank account? No. And we could easily dismiss that, and that would be like kicking a gift horse in the mouth, right? But instead, she was able to see that as, I manifested $7,000, and it came in the form of a free seat in this group coaching mastermind that I know I'm going to get so much out of. So how can you start to see ways that money has already shown up in your life? And that's one example of how it can come out. It can just come to you as an opportunity for something that you didn't have to put money out for. It was money that got to stay in your pocket. It was money that got to stay in your account, and that's still attracting money. So it's like, how can you spend a little bit of time in appreciation of that? And the more you can appreciate all the ways you're being supported, the more ways that you will be supported. Imagine the universe like a parent. And it's like, when your parent, I know Christmas is coming up. Some of us celebrate Christmas, and some people put a lot of thought into the gifts they're going to get, And have you ever spent a lot of time trying to figure out the perfect gift, and you find a creative way to present this gift to the person that you love, and you finally give it to them, and you're so excited, and you give it to them, and they're like, oh, this is nice. Thank you. And you're like, what? I was so excited to give them this, and that's the reaction I get. How likely are you to go and put in that kind of effort into giving them a gift like that again. You know, probably not that likely, and it's the same thing with the universe. We are given so many gifts on a daily basis, and we don't notice them, or we discount them because they didn't come in the package that we had in mind. You know, it didn't come in the form of signing a new client, or, you know, getting those new customers, or filling your program with, you know, the 10 spots that you wanted, or whatever it is. It doesn't look like that, so we discount it. But like I said, it's like kicking a gift horse in the mouth, you know? So how can we just start to notice all the ways that we are being supported every day? And you'll notice, you'll start to see how, like, you know, this one person who manifested a $7,000 seat for free in a group coaching mastermind, more of those opportunities and gifts are going to come to you, and you're going to start noticing them. So this is what I wanted to share with you today, this little shift that you can make to start feeling the financial freedom right now, because you don't need to look at your bank account and see the money in there that you want to see and be dependent on that to feel free. Because I can tell you that keeping your focus on that and keeping your focus on all the bills that you have to pay, it's just going to agitate you. And it's just going to bring up a lot of negative feelings. But what about all that other stuff? So it's almost like a game. If you can just, a little bit each day, you know, just notice and be thankful for all the things that you do have and all the opportunities that are coming your way. And just that little shift. Again, these things seem easy, they seem silly, but they make a huge, huge difference. And you will be surprised and delighted at the things that come your way when your eyes are open and you're actually able to see them. So I hope that this was helpful for you today. If you have any questions or comments, you let me know. I wanted to also just remind you that I have my Creating Money Group Coaching Program that's coming up. Doors open Thursday, October 24th, so just over a week. And in this 6-week program, we're going to be doing lots of little manifestation tools I have for you, and different processes where you can learn to start manifesting money. We're also going to uncover a lot of the blocks, because all of us, myself included, you know, we're human, right? We all have these blocks that we don't even realize that are keeping us from making the money that we want. Happy Thanksgiving from Canada. That's right, it's Thanksgiving in Canada. Hi, Linda. It's something to be grateful for, right? And isn't it great that we can celebrate Thanksgiving every day? Gratitude is huge. And the more you can be grateful for what you have and for what you accomplish, number one, you just feel so much better. Number two, it enables you to open your eyes and to see all the opportunity that's around you at every given moment. So happy Thanksgiving to you, Linda. I'm happy to see you here. I was just telling everybody about my Creating Money Coaching Program. So lots of blocks that we don't even realize that we have. I was on a training and we were talking about money, and we were all kind of sharing stories. And that's what's great about this particular group coaching program, is because you're going to be able to see everybody. We're all on video. You're going to get to hear from other people and recognize that you're not alone, you know. And sometimes just having that validation, you feel heard, you feel understood, makes a huge difference. So anyway, we're on this group training call and we're all talking, and one of the women has this realization that she didn't even realize that she equated payday with loss. And it didn't come to her until we were talking about this particular subject and somebody was sharing something. But I was sharing about how on payday, my dad would come home and he would put his paycheck on top of the little TV in the kitchen on the counter. And you know, that was just my first memory of money. You know, Dad works hard, he comes home, it's like 11 o'clock at night, he's dirty, he's an electrician, so, you know, works a lot with his hands, and that paycheck would be on the television, and then my mom would take care of everything. We would get everything that we wanted, she would pay the bills, she would just, you know, she just took care of us. When I shared that this one woman's memory was, you know, payday was a negative thing because her father was an alcoholic. And when payday came, Daddy disappeared. And she forgot all about that. But it came back to her like, oh my God, I didn't realize that's a thing that I had. I associate payday or making money with poor choices. And then my dad taking off for a couple of days and not knowing where he was. So it was a negative thing. So as much as she was working so hard to make money, simultaneously, she was pushing it away because she had those negative emotions, those negative memories deep down inside that she didn't realize were there. You know, and now as an adult, she knows that this is not true, but she had to recognize that it was even something there so that she can clean it up. She could just prove it and say, no, payday has nothing to do with poor choices. That was just a meaning I assigned to something when I was a kid, and I just didn't know any better. But once it was brought to light, like I said, she was able to disprove it and get rid of it, so that it was no longer a block. So that's one of the great things about these group coaching programs, because, you know, you've got other people and we're all kind of talking about the same thing. You can learn from each other. So we're going to be uncovering a lot of blocks. We're going to be disproving those blocks. I'm going to take you through my 8 steps to transform a belief. And then, like I said, lots of fun manifestation tools and processes so you can start attracting and creating money right now. So I'm going to post the link so that you can check it out. It's my name, NikkiGanjemi.com/creating money. And you can get more details about what that's about. Again, we start Thursday, October 24th. I've got 2 options for you. So you can either make 3 easy payments of $114 for the 6-week program, and that includes, we have 60 to 90 minute calls every week via Zoom, so you get to be in the comfort of your own home. And the other option is that you can save 15% by paying in full for $297. And again, that's for 6 weeks. And here's the really great thing that you're going to get when you sign up to work with me in the Creating Money Coaching Program. You're going to get immediate access to Creating Money Coaching Program 1.0. So you're going to get the 4 recordings and all the worksheets, which I take you through, and you get that as a bonus. So it's totally free when you sign up for the Creating Money Coaching Program 2.0. So I'm going to post the link, NikkiGanjemi.com/creating money, and you can find more details there. So thank you all for being here, for listening, for sharing and asking your questions, and I will see you all on Thursday for Transform Your Business. Have a fabulous day, everybody. Bye-bye for now.